Aloha everybody, Kaiwazu with you. Welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're all enjoying or have enjoyed your holiday season, your Hanukkah, your Kwanzaa, your Christmas, your winter solstice, whatever you got going on. I hope you are enjoying it and your Happy New Year upon us. We're going through my Hawaiian record collection, so let's just pick up where we left off last time. We're on the letter O, and I have kind of I think this is a pretty rare record. This is like a private pressing on something called Hawkdoor Records. Music for Polynesian Dancing. Vocals by Loki Ontai and Matt Hyland. Now this is Loki Ontai right here, who only sings. She sings on a couple of the songs, and Matt Hyland sings on the rest. Music by George Barr and the Islanders. Apparently, she has quite an impressive resume. Although I myself am not familiar with her, but danced in major nightclubs in Honolulu, disc jockey in Honolulu, danced at the Hawaiian Room Review, Hotel Lexington, New York. Started at the World's Fair restaurant. Blah blah, several other things. It's produced and starred for 9 years at the famed Hawaii Kai restaurant in New York. So quite a bit going on here, but yeah, this is just her and Mike Hyland and George Barr and the Islanders.
Beyond the reef, where the sea is dark and cold, my love has gone.
Dance education. I don't know, I guess you were supposed to dance to these. I don't know how you would do that if you didn't know how to do Polynesian dancing, but okay, now we have a Japanese record that is from 1970. I can't get the first name of this artist. I've been looking it up. You know, some of the Japanese records, they just use the first initial and then the last name. This is one of those, and sometimes like on Discogs or somewhere you can find out who it is, but I haven't been able to find out who this is, last name, but it's S. Oppachi and his sounds. Fascinating Hawaiian music. Here we see the lovely Hawaiian girl bordered by Scottish plaid. Does anyone understand that? I don't understand. I don't know. These are instrumentals, and they are, again, the kind of standard Hawaiian standards that are on most all of the Japanese records. On Japanese Columbia. I do try to show the labels. I know that some people like to see, have mentioned specifically they like to see the label. Okay, now we have a group. This also is something that I picked up early, in my early years in Hawaii, when I didn't have a record player, and I would go to the radio stations and that I worked at and record the albums I got. This is also a European group. This album is recorded in, I want to say Germany, I think. Europa is the label. Yeah. Paradise, Hawaii Paradise, Hawaiian Paradise, something. By the original Hilo Hawaiians. Now, before we go any further on this, I just want to point out, if you happen to run across this, this is an instrumental album, steel guitar instrumental album from Europe in that sort of aggressive European steel guitar style, which I love. The original Hilo Hawaiians bear no relationship to the group from Hawaii called the Hilo Hawaiians. These guys here that recorded on Decca and that recorded locally under Bunny Brown's Hilo Hawaiians, and Hilo Kalimas was pretty much the same group. Hilo Hawaiians. I don't know. This European group, and I have no idea if there's some other group imitating them called the Hilo Hawaiians or whatever, but there's no relationship between these guys and these guys. Instrumental, European, Hawaiian music, great stuff. Great stuff. Now, here's an album I bought. I got this one online, and it was one of those ones that I don't do this anymore, but I bought it without seeing a track listing. I was like, oh, Hawaiian Sunset by the Orchestra del Ordo. That must be something very interesting. And then I got it when it came in the mail. It's a Canadian record. What I discovered is that it is this record. 101 Strings in a Hawaiian Paradise. It's exactly the same record. So yeah, whatever. Just so you know, if you come across it, it's a great record, but it's Hawaiian Paradise, 101 Strings, same record. Now we come to a group. You're going to wonder, why are they filed under the letter O? Well, it will become apparent in a couple minutes, but this is a group called J&R Incorporated. On the Music of Polynesia record, very well known here, recorded many acts in the 70s. Label owned by Jack DeMello. Jack DeMello presents J&R Incorporated. J&R is John, Osorio, and Randy Borden. John and Randy. Her gracefulness appealing as the twilight. The album is called The Days of My Youth. This was their first album. Now, when they did their second album, I don't know the story for whatever reason. There's no date on this, but this is 70s, 1970s sometime. Then I think, or very early 80s. Well, yeah, 70s, because the next one came out in 1980, and then they dropped the J&R Incorporated and just went by their names, John Osorio and Randy Borden. This album, Hawaiian Eyes, on Star Night Records, was quite a popular record, and in fact, years later, today, John Osorio here is actually a professor of Hawaiian Studies at the University of Hawaii. Yeah. But this album, the song called Hawaiian Eyes was actually quite a popular pop hit here. And they also did a very beautiful song called Hawaiian Soul, which was popular and covered by other artists.
Hawaiian song.
I would think that they must have done another album or CD or something after this, but I don't think that they did. I think maybe they broke up as a musical group for some reason, because I don't think there was anything after this, and this was popular. Yeah, so I don't know. Okay, next up is a record that really could have been filed under Exotica, but I don't have any Exotica really to speak of under the letter O much. So this is a national record on Capitol Records from, does I have the year? I want to say 1958. I don't know why I want to say that, because it's not printed here. But anyway, the Out Islanders, Polynesian Fantasy. Quite a nice record and quite interesting, because it's easy listening orchestral, but it is very exotic and it is very jazz influenced, actually. And in fact, the arrangements, I mean, this is a studio orchestra, but the arrangements are by Billy May, and on saxophone is Charlie Barnett. So that explains a lot. There's also several songs that have the exotic wordless female voice. I can't do it, but you know. Some of these songs have found their way onto some of the like CD Exotica compilation things that would come up later. China Sea in particular, or Moon Mist in particular. Moon Mist. Although I really love, there's a really nice version of Return to Paradise on here. I love that song, and the arrangement here is really nice. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Once again, a Happy New Year to everybody, and Happy Holidays, and please, if you like this kind of music, I invite you to listen to my other YouTube channel called Hawaiian Leisure Hour, where I update full selections from these Hawaiian albums for you to enjoy. They are organized in several playlists. There's a steel guitar instrumental playlist, there's an Exotica playlist, and there's an everything playlist. There's also a Hawaiian and Exotica Christmas playlist. Or you can just pick out individual songs for your own playlist to combine with other, videos and songs that you like. So anyway, that's available for you. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video, okay? Take care, everybody.